Hi, I'm Mark Green with the Oklahoman. Today, in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, Little Round Top, one of the great landmarks, one of the greatest battles of the Civil War, where 145 years ago, the Union Army turned back the Confederate invasion of Pennsylvania, and a lot of scholars think it was the turning point in the Civil War. A few miles north of town, or where I'm standing now, there are about 15,000 Civil War reenactors engaged in a recreation of various aspects of the battle. They're living in tents, they're out doing drill, military drill, and generally recreating military and civilian life 145 years ago. I went out there to talk to them about their feelings about what they do as a hobby, and also about the specialness of Gettysburg, and specifically this Independence Day weekend. Here's some of their thoughts.
Realizing as we were driving by the battlefield site, the park, on July 2nd, and just thinking that, you know, at July 2nd we would have looked out there and that ground would have been soaked with blood. It just gave us, you know, chills to think that, you know, it was so close to the actual time, the 145 years ago. If you'd been in Gettysburg, you'd have heard the cannons like we were hearing. It's just really very important and very moving for us to, you know, to be here and to remember the sacrifices of all the people, the troops, the civilians that got caught up with their houses being fired into, and the damage that was done, and the ground that was, you know, that was soaked with blood, so that we could emerge as the America that we are today.
I think it's just very pertinent to know about history and just know that everybody is a part of this country, and that at the time there were some very important issues going on, and you know, just to kind of see both sides stand up for what they believe was just very interesting, and I have a lot of respect for that.
I have a proud feeling of still being a Confederate and from the South, my ancestors from the South, and I don't know, it's just hard to describe it. It's just two parts, being an American plus a Southern, an Alabamian with ancestors called Confederacy, and of course what they believed in.
You feel like you're portraying them or representing them today?
Most definitely. Most definitely. Because they, I think, believed definitely what they believed, what they were doing was right, they were doing for the country, and for that independence that they desired.
As an American, and when I say as an American, I'm talking about as a person who lives on the soil of the American continent. Okay, I just think it's important that we recognize our independence and the rights that were guaranteed to us a few years after we got our independence through the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. So often people just tend to take things for granted, and what we as living historians try to do is to bring about a refresher course, if you will. That it didn't come easy. It came at great sacrifices by many people who were very intelligent and who took the time and deposited of their own financial reserves to the point where they basically lost everything they had, and they did so in an effort to establish a government truly of the people and by the people that would be responsive to the people, and not one that would ultimately begin to take away the rights of the people and the rights of the states.
Do you get a sense that, again, you get a lot of people come to a thing like this, an event like this, do you get a sense that that people are gaining in their knowledge or losing their knowledge of the Civil War and its place in our history?
Well, obviously the people that are coming are interested in American history and the Civil War in particular, and are definitely gaining a knowledge. Whether Americans as a whole are being less interested in history or not being taught history, I think that's pretty much a general fact in today's educational culture, with so much to learn and interest in getting marketable skills. History tends to play a second fiddle.
I've been a reenactor for 18 years, and I know from my own self, and certainly from the people that we talk to, that this is a very special place, Gettysburg. You know, Union or Confederate, we're a great country now, and thanks to the heroism and the bravery of the people that fought here at this place.